To welcome, if you've just joined us, our guest, Gary Glitter. I hardly noticed you there.
Oh, dear me, I better do something about that then.
What an outfit. What's all this business then?
It's just, that's the beauty of glitter's gone sort of, you know, you can wear it just a little bit stuck on like that, you know, right? It's not, and it's better, you know, being bankrupt. I mean, I sort of raid people's frocks and things like that now. It's much better. It's good.
You have been through the outfits over the years, haven't you?
Yeah.
We've got some photographs, which I think are quite interesting to have a look at, actually. Here comes one there. When was that? That was a few years back, Gary.
Oh, that would have been...
74,
That would have been when we did Supersonic, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 72, 73, 4.
How important was that sort of thing to the whole image, then? How important did that... How much did it get you off the ground?
Well, it's important to me because I like it. I mean, I love it. I love wearing it, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Did it really help you get off the ground? Because, I mean, these days everyone is competing. I mean, I know that's 10 years ago, but people are competing to be noticed first, aren't they? That's absolutely vital. However good your music is, if they don't notice you, somehow they don't get the plays.
Well, I do think the music is first, though. It's got to be in the tracks and in the groove, you know.
Yeah.
But image has always been important, too. You know, you don't want to be sort of left standing with a whole crowd and not noticed amongst them, you know.
Yeah, I've got another one, actually. Another picture coming up. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah. That was for the Silver Star album. That was me going a bit sort of straight there, I think. For want of a better word.
Oh, and there he is again.
Oh, that's me now, isn't it? That's a bit more me now. That's
I was going to say,
in
like
my
a ballet dancer.
Yes,
there.
I'm more like a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
Which is what we're doing in the new video, which I've just finished.
Yes, and we're going to be showing that in just a while.
Oh, good.
It's another comeback then.
Well, I've never been away, really.
Well, you have, though, haven't you, really?
Well, not really. I mean, when I'm a bit quiet, it's because I'm in Australia, or recently I've just come back from the States. That was great.
Yeah. So, I mean, we talked to you on this programme quite a long time ago now, didn't we? And there was a sort of comeback then, it appeared, even if you don't like the word, but nothing really happened.
No, I mean, it does happen all the time. We constantly sell out concerts and so on. It's, in fact, this is why I sort of wrote the story of the video, which has got an added story to it, because people are always saying this. So I've stuck myself in prison.
Yes.
So it's easier to say, you know, I've been in Nick.
Yeah. Yes, you find it slightly irritating then that people like myself say nothing happened, when just because you haven't had a big chart success.
Yeah, I think it's, well,
nothing's happening.
That's right, because the media sometimes are the last people to know what's going on. I mean, all the kids know what I've been doing, don't you?
Yeah, well, look, we'll chat all about the video in a while, and we'll show it.
Great.
Right now, we'll hand over to Anne. Thanks, Gary. Hi, our guest is Gary Glitter. You were saying, Gary, just now that you're very busy, although you haven't had the big hits recently. You've just been to the States, have you?
Yeah.
How did that go?
Very, very good, in fact. Well, I mean, the hits have been coming by other people. Mike Leander and I, who've been writing the songs together for years, were fortunate to have a big hit with Joe and Jet, Do You Want to Touch? And we got 3 versions of I Didn't Know I Loved You Till I Saw You Rock and Roll. By one, what's so interesting really is we've got one by a heavy metal band called Shrapnel, and there's the same song has been done by a black disco band, and then the girls have been picking up on our songs too. So great.
It's taken you quite a long time to get to the States, really, hasn't it?
25 years.
No, is that all?
Yeah, I'm only 26, you know.
Yeah.
Still.
But have you been
That's
popular
over a year
over there?
for being a baby, you know.
I know you say your songs have done well over there. Have you done well over there up till now?
Yeah, I was thrilled because I was dead scared, you know. I thought, well, you know, I mean, I'm not as young as I look. And but it worked fine.
Yeah.
Particularly in New York and the East Coast.
Yeah.
They're because they missed out, you know. I mean, I reckon they're about 10 years behind as far as music is concerned. And they're just getting on to, you know, all the glam and that sort of thing now.
Yeah. And so let's talk about the new song then. Is this rock and roll, Gary Glitter rock and roll?
Well, it's slightly different. I mean, you've got to update all the time, but we've still got very much the sound that we've always had with what the current sort of slightly more disco-y perhaps. But there we are. It's well, we'll hear it in a moment.
Well, yes. What about the video itself? Is that a sort of absolute genius of creativity?
Well, I haven't seen it in its entirety.
Oh,
It's one of those leading questions.
I got the rushes, and I thought it looks marvellous. Okay. Oh, well, it's me doing Dance Me Up in my new video. I hope you like it.
What's your name again? Gary Glitter. Right.
Bring on the dancing girl, bring on gets me so excited. Bring me to the spot, I can't take it anymore. So lay me right in the middle of the action. I've been watching it long enough. So bring on the girl, bring on the girl, bring on the girl, bring on the girl, bring on the girl. Don't touch the ground. I ain't gonna stop till you light my fire. You can dance me up, but you'll never dance me down. 'Cause I'm a man and my temperature is rising. I've been lonely long enough. So bring on the girls, bring on the girls, bring on the girls, bring on the girls, bring on the good for nothing but loving girls. And dance, dance, dance.
Oh, real beauty, real beauty. And that was Dance Me Up, which is Gary's latest number.
Well, we're ready to react to this here at our financial desk. First of all, Gary Glitter, I mean, forgetting for a moment that you're bankrupt, what advice have you got for him to do with his money?
Well, Michael, if you're watching, you know, lend us a quid. I mean, I can spend it for you. I could spend a lot in a couple of hours, actually.
You could, couldn't you, actually?
Yeah,
you do
it's quite easy.
money.
You know, I'm used to it. In fact, spending money becomes very natural to me.
I mean, how does one fritter away so much money? I mean, you did lose a lot of money, one way or the other.
Unlike Michael, I've never had, you know, I do have the odd occasional problem with the odd lady here and there, you know. And also, I like everybody. You can't take it with you, right?
Well, he can't he, that bloke? I mean, he's
probably
most of it left.
He's going to work it out, maybe.
I don't understand why he's filling the pools in again. I mean, he didn't spend the last lot he wanted. That's the only point again.
An increased worry for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Would you fancy winning the pools then? Would it change your life?
I've only tried it twice and I didn't win, so I think my luck's not in, you know.
You could buy some new trousers though, couldn't you, Gary? That would be an improvement, wouldn't it? Be the first thing you'd buy.
Yeah,
absolutely. What do you mean? Don't you like these?
No.
Bearing in mind your lifestyle, would it change your life if you won £750,000 now?
Yeah. Yes, naturally.
What would you do with it first? I mean, I suppose you sort of pay off debts. And
I would, yes, I certainly would pay off my bankruptcy because, that hanging around my neck is a terrible drag, and I advise anybody, don't go bankrupt if you can help it, because it is a pain. And unfortunately, I don't owe anybody other than the income tax man who's been terribly kind to me and allowing me to pay it off over 5 years.
Yes.
But
what about you, Paul? I mean, as a Liverpool supporter, how would you spend the money?
What does that mean?
I don't know, really. So I'll throw it in.
Well, I mean, like, the only advantage I've had from having a job and getting X amount of pounds a week is that I've been able to go and follow Liverpool, you know. So I think that's what I'd... And let all the lads come with us, all the lads from the Salisbury, you know.
Do an Elton John, you mean, sort of take over and...
Oh, well, I don't know if I could do that because I wouldn't like to mess up the system at Liverpool, you know. I'm quite happy with the way it's going.
Yes, because they're beginning to go quite well now, aren't they?
No, yeah. Well, they've been going well for 20 years, haven't they?
Tarrant, have you got any sort of arguments about this?
No arguments about it. Nothing to argue about, really. No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, at least he's actually stopped work. I mean, he did say, you know, as soon as I won the money, I stopped. You know, which seems to make a lot of sense. I mean, the ones I think I really resent are the ones who say, "Oh, well, it won't change my life. I'll be back on the baker's van on Monday." And I mean, life just goes on with sort of 750 grand in the bank and interest coming in.
I can't see the point. I mean, why do they do the
that.
pools if they do that?
Yeah.
Surely you do the pools so you can win $1 million, so you can change your life.
It was having something to do, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Probably you'd be, after a bit you get bored, you know,
Well,
just
the other bit he
sitting
was saying
down
that
every day enjoying these luxuries, you know.
I've always thought I would.
But you might do after a bit, you know, it's easy to
He's
say.
obviously content and happy, you know,
Yeah.
and I think that's a point to remember, that money doesn't actually make you happier.
That's correct.
Well, I like the way he said that, you know, there was a lot of fuss from women when it first happened, but luckily it's all
It's all over. I've always said that if I won that much money, I'd want to continue in this job. I want to continue working for breakfast television. I'd have it moved to lunchtime, but I would still want to work.
And it moved a bit nearer your house,
Yes.
probably. Yeah.
Of course, you might
Have
be able
you
to buy
any
it.
idea, seriously, what you would do? What was your sort of great target? Would you buy a big house somewhere? Would you buy your favourite car? Would you get a yacht?
No, I don't think I would, no. I think it's dead hard to, you know, I suppose I'd box everyone off, you know, and you, like, you know, it was, who didn't have much money, you know. Because, like, most of my friends are on the dole and that, you know, a lot of them are, you know, out of work and whatever, because, like, unemployment in Liverpool is terrible, you know.
Yeah.
So I suppose I'd have to help them out, but you can only help them out so much,
That's
you know
right.
what
I mean, £1 million win isn't going to help the
well,
situation,
you
is
know,
it?
three-quarters of it's got to go to me, like.
The idea of
Because I mean, you're bound to have a
38,000 a year
good
he's
blowout.
making.
Oh yeah, 38,000.
38,000 just on
That's just
interest.
leaving it in the bank, yeah.
tax free.
Quite a thought.
Very tidy. Yeah.
Anyway, from the riches of the financial world and winning the pools, we go to the riches of the weather forecast at Wincy.
People come up and do different things, you know. Some people will grab hold of you or something. Some people just look at you and whatever. So, you know, it all depends. I suppose it's the same for Gary and for Chris, you know, and yourselves being stars, you know.
How nice of you to say so. Do you get, I mean, you can't be able to go anywhere without being recognised. You're such a sort of...
Yeah, that's true. You know, people do come up every now and again and say, you know, can I have your autograph, Mr. Stardust, or something like that. And blow it completely, you know. But I've always felt that fame is you can, you know, for the first sort of 4 years when I had lots of screaming girls and so on, which I enjoy very much, I was always a bit scared, you know, because I didn't quite know how to handle that.
They must be a bit terrifying en masse.
They are, and they're, you know, they're tough too. But I think it's a nice thing. I mean, I quite like it because, you know, it's like a giant pat from, you know, on the back from the public, and you can either enjoy it or get uptight about it.
But
And I choose to enjoy it.
Have they ever done anything that's embarrassed you?
Who?
Your fans?
I'd rather not say.
Don't go coy now.
No, I'd rather not say.
In case it gives them any more ideas.
Yes.
I see.
Have you still got this big punk following? Because I know there's a period about 3 years ago, this sort of massive Gary Glitter revival. All these punk fans started turning up.
Well, I'd still have a large, yeah.
Oh, it seems very strange between the...
maybe I put them off now, you know. All right.
I was difficult to see what, you know, the attraction between the average punk and your sort of big showbiz extrovert act.
Well, yeah, but a lot of punks, I suppose, are on the dole too, you know, because a lot of people are on the dole, and it takes time to get a Mohican hairstyle together and do all those sort of things. And I think that it's just dressing up. I mean, this is all sort of punky gear, you know, and it's fun. And punks are really gentle, generous, loving people, you know.
Yeah, I met one on the train yesterday. He was trying to take one of my kneecaps off with an ice pick. I remember him. He was gentle and loving. I remember him.